welcome to Quick Concepts. These are for my Advanced Math 2 Saxon students where we're starting in lesson 68. Today we're going to talk about linear variation. So how do we know when to use this? Well, you'll see something in your text like it says this and this varied linearly. And this is where you are going to use this, varied linearly. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. It's first taught in lesson 62 if you want to go back there in your book. I'm going to be doing example 62.3 on page 406. So it says the total cost varied linearly with the number produced. So right there, I want you to think of a line. So it says the total cost, that's your y, varied linearly with the number produced. And you can essentially just change your x and y variables. It doesn't really do anything to it. So what you're looking for is you're looking for 2 points. Because just like with a line, when we are given 2 points, we can use this formula to figure out our slope. So it says the total cost varied linearly with the number produced. When 100 were produced, there's an x. The cost was 700. There's 1 point. And then it says then where 400 were produced, the cost was 2,200. Now understand, from here on out, I don't do it like the book does it. I do it a little bit simpler, I think. But so if you are looking at the way the book does it, it's not going to match up with the way I do it. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug in what I know. I know 2,200 minus 700 over 400 minus 100. So that's going to be 1,500 over 300. So our slope actually is just a 5. So we've got that taken care of. Now you're just going to treat it like you do with any other equation, where you're just going to plug in your x and your y and you're going to solve for b. Okay, so now we have our line, but we are not done yet. So once we have our line, look what it says. It says write an equation that gives the cost as a function of the number produced. Okay, so we did that part. But a lot of these problems, what they'll do is they'll go ahead and say, okay, now that you have that, what is your cost going to be when 10 are produced? So then you would just put in a 10 for the number produced, and you can see that your cost is going to be $250. Okay, so this is your varied linearly problems.